welcome back to Baseline Farms. My name is Jade. Hope everyone's doing well. So today we are going to be planting some seeds. We're going to be doing some carrots, some beets, and some turnips. And then I will give you a garden tour, probably sometime this week. I'm debating whether or not I'm going to go live on Saturday or just do a garden tour of, everything that's happening in the garden. But I definitely like going live. So today we're definitely going to plant some seeds. So many things have been happening. I just had a birthday. John threw me the best 50th birthday party ever. I cannot even believe I'm 50 now. It's so weird. But yeah, enough of that. We're not talking about birthday stuff. We're talking about seeds. So we are coming into fall, and it is time to start looking at your fall seeds and start pulling out all your fall seeds. And there's just so many things you can grow right now, like carrots, beets, turnips, potatoes, garlic, broccoli, cauliflower, the peas, shelling peas. Let's see, what else? Snow peas. There's just so many things you can plant in the fall. And the fall garden is such an easy garden. It's by far one of my favorite gardens because it's pretty much hands off. Once you plant the seed and once the weather starts to get cool, you really don't have to water. At least here in Zone 9, we don't, we have a pretty long growing season, and our winters are pretty mild. We do have a light frost here and there, but they're pretty mild. And so I'm excited to get my fall garden going, but everything in the garden is doing so well, and I cannot wait to show you and give you a nice garden tour and a farm tour as to how the whole farm is coming along and how everything is doing. But first, let's get started on what we're planting. Right over here in these 2 rows right here, I'm going to go ahead and plant what I'm looking at here. There we go. Okay, so in these 2 rows right here, I'm going to plant some turnips. Now, I've planted turnips in the past, and I really do love them. I don't know if my family likes them as much as I do, but I do like them in soups, like any kind of soup. It just tastes so good. So these are the botanical interest heirloom variety. These are frost tolerant, and they said that they can be harvested within 50 days. It says to sow in early spring or late summer. So we are in late summer, early fall, and it is time to start these. So I'm just going to go ahead and sow them out here in the garden bed. Usually my fall gardens, I don't sow any of the fall gardens inside. I just kind of, all the seeds. I don't sow any of the seeds inside. I just start all the seeds right here in the garden. And it just makes it so much easier. So I'm just going to go ahead and sprinkle a little row of turnips and, 2 rows of turnips. And then the next row, I'm just going to do a big row of beets. Now, I have not had a really good success with beets. So I'm hoping that this year, maybe I'm planting them wrong. Maybe all the other times that I planted them at the wrong time. So I'm hoping that this year I do a good job, and we get some beets, because I do like beets, and it would be so nice just to have our own beets. I believe the variety that I'm going to be planting, we could harvest them between, I think it says 58 days and 62 days. So I'm hoping we can get them, around Christmas, Thanksgiving. That would be nice. So let's just go ahead and we're just going to do, now you can thin these out, but God, these bugs, these flies, tell you what, I cannot wait till winter time because less bugs. It is so nice. But hopefully everyone's doing well. I am really enjoying this fall weather. It's so nice and cool out. The mornings have been so nice. Now, I know it's not going to stay like this. I know it's going to warm up soon. It's going to get up to the 90s, I think, in a few days, which is kind of a bummer. But it has been enjoyable. The last few days, it has been so enjoyable. We have been so busy working and getting things done around the farm. Oh my goodness, you guys, I cannot wait to show you. I cannot wait to show you all the little things. And I should have been doing some, I should have been recording it and doing some vlogs during that time, but I didn't. Because, when the weather gets cooler, you just want to hurry up and get the work done before it gets warm. All right, so we got, oh wait, shoot, I forgot the other row of beets. The other row of turnips. John's home. He brought me some lunch, so I'm going to hurry up and get this task done. And then I also pulled out all of my cucumbers. So that's it for the cucumbers for the summertime. I did not succession sow any extra cucumbers this year like I did last year. But that's okay. We have plenty. We have plenty. I made a lot of pickles because early in the season, we just had quite a bit of pickles. I mean, quite a bit of cucumbers. So I pickled. I mean, I want to say I pickled enough. I don't think I pickled enough like the same amount that I've done in the past years. But it's all right. I think it'll be just fine. All right. This year, I feel like I got my garden started just a little late, but that's okay, you know, because it's been pretty hot. Like, it's going to be in the 90s in a few days, which is kind of nuts, especially since it's been in the 70s. It's been so nice. 70s, like today, I think it's maybe high 70s, something like that. All right, so now for the beets. So these are beets by, oh shoot, I forgot the tags. Okay, I got to get some tags. So these beets are by Fairy Morse. And it says here we could start planting from September through May. Now, I've planted beets before, and they never came up. So hopefully this year is my year. I'm hoping. All right, so the seeds are not that small, not as small as the turnips. I don't know if you can see that. So they're definitely easier to see when you're planting them. And I'm just going to put them pretty close together like this, just in hopes that we get something. Usually I get all my beets from the farmer's market. I love it when they have them already peeled or steamed. They don't have them at the farmer's market like that very often, but when we do see them, it is a treat because then you don't have to cook them. And usually how I like to do my beets, so I've baked my beets before, and then the skin will just come out, so you want to lather them up with some olive oil and then put them in the oven. I forgot what temperature I put them at. I think I put them at like 350 or 375. So that you can cook your beets that way. But recently, I noticed that I like steaming my beets. So, oh shoot, I just lost a whole bunch of beets. Holy moly. Great. A bunch of beets just fell out. Okay, where did I leave off at? Right here. Darn it. Now I gotta pick up all those beets. Okay, not beets, seeds. Oh my gosh, you guys, I've lost so many seeds right here. Okay, we might be having some beets growing on the side of the garden bed because I know I'm not going to be able to get them all. They look like little rocks. All right. I'm sure I did not get them all, but that is okay. All right. One of my girlfriends, she's really into gardening too, and she came over yesterday, and I harvested a bunch of the blue lake beans and the pole beans. What did I have? I have blue lake beans and the python pole beans. Oh my God, they're so beautiful, but I just do not have any more room, and I need to preserve a bunch of them because I have so many beans. Okay, let's just put it over this garden bed. So far I've been freezing them. I have not been canning them. I've just been freezing them, and that is how I've been preserving all of my beets. I mean, not beets. Got beets on the mind. All of my green beans. I do want to can them, but I believe, I'm not 100%, but I believe you have to pressure can them. And I'm just not 100% with the pressure canner yet. I've never pressure canned anything. I've only water bath canned stuff. And I've never canned green beans. I've done only pickles and like cucumbers and some like spaghetti sauce or like diced tomatoes and things like that. All right, so we got the beets done. That's great. I cannot wait to see. Oh, I hope you get some beets, you guys. All right, so now on the other rows, they have 3 rows. I'm going to plant some carrots. So let me show you what carrots I'm going to be planting. All right, so over here we have our carrots. This is where we're going to plant our carrots. Now, at first I was going to do the whole garden bed full of carrots, but then I decided, you know, not all of the garden beds are ready to go yet, and I wanted to get some seeds, some fall seeds into the garden bed before, you know, what if I forget? What if I don't have time to plant them? So I figured this bed is already amended. I don't even think I told you what I topped it off with. I topped it off with some mushroom compost, and I put some slow release fertilizer in this garden bed after we removed all those weeds, so many weeds. All right, so we're going to do these 3 rows of carrots, and these are the carrots we're going to be doing. We're going to be doing, let's see, this one is a Fairy Morris Carrot Tender Sweet. This is a 75-day harvest. And it says here you can plant it from February through May and August through September. So let's get these ones in the ground ASAP. My goodness, you guys, it's a little breezy out here. All right, so we're going to put these carrots, and these are the, okay, Fairy Morris. I got to remember what I have planted. I got 2 rows of turnips, 1 row of beets, and 3 rows of carrots. All right, so you just want to fluff up the soil a little bit. I mean, the soil has already been fluffed up since I've already amended it. But, okay. And these seeds are really, really small. So I'm just going to go ahead and sprinkle over the top. And then I'm probably going to come through and thin them out. Now, I did plant some seeds in another garden bed. But the puppies got in here and dug a big hole right in the middle of the garden bed. And so I had to reseed a bunch of carrots because, yeah, the puppies dug a big hole. Oh, and Mira, our Great Pyrenees, she can climb the fence, so she just comes in here whenever she wants. And it's so frustrating. But I've been teaching her to not go into the garden beds. And so far, so good. Ever since she dug that hole, they just had a good old time. And they knew, as soon as I saw them, they knew they were doing something wrong because they both got out of the garden bed super slowly, you know, like they're doing something wrong. And, yeah, I was so disappointed in them. And I did not let Val in the garden for a long time. But I noticed that when I leave the gate open to the garden, they don't want to come in at all. So for the past couple days when I've been working in the garden, I kind of just leave the gate open, and they'll come in here for a little while, and then they just leave because there's nothing exciting going on. All right, so here we have our Kaleidoscope by Burpees, Kaleidoscope carrots, and these ones you can start January through March and August through October. And this is a 75 to 80-day harvest. So we're going to do, I cannot wait to I love pulling out carrots. It's so satisfying. So sad. I mean, granted, we're probably not going to be pulling out these carrots for a while, but we do have some hot weather coming up, so I'm sure these are going to germinate super fast. All right, so we're just going to do the same like we did to the other side. And just kind of, these I don't have enough. I believe I have 1 more packet of the Kaleidoscope carrots. I might have to use it because I don't think I have enough seeds for this. Before, when I used to do carrots, I used to do little holes and then, you know, plop the little seeds in there. Now, I don't do that. I just kind of put it over the top, and they just kind of do their own thing. Just because they're so tiny, and sometimes the water, when you water it, because in the very beginning, when I do the seeds, I do water it overhead, and sometimes it'll dislodge the seeds. So what I do is I just kind of sprinkle it over the top and just rough up the dirt just like that. Everyone has their own method of doing seeds, and that is my method. And I have not had any problems with that method here in our area. And we've got a couple little bit seeds right in here. Let's just go ahead and sprinkle that. I love these little plastic bags. It's so nice, so convenient, because that way if your seed bag is broken, then you don't lose any seeds if you have them in these little plastic containers, these little plastic envelopes. All right, so this one is a tender sweet. We already did that one. So we're going to do, I'm probably going to have to get a few more kaleidoscope carrots to just kind of make sure I got that area really well. Now we're going to do these, this is a botanical interest. This is a 70 to 75 day harvest, and this is the atomic red. Let's see how much atomic red. Oh, I don't really have that many atomic red. All right, so you know what? We're just going to go ahead. 1, 2, 3, there's only 5. So we're just going to sprinkle them over here. So there, that goes the atomic red. Now let me go grab the other, my little carrot container and see what other carrots I have. And then let's just go ahead and find another type of carrot to put in this other row. I'll be right back. Okay, let's see here. So I do have this Fairy Morris rainbow collection. Let's do this Fairy Morris rainbow collection. I think that'll be good. I thought it was a kaleidoscope, but it's like the same thing. And this one, it says here you could succession sow these. So you could start these seeds August through September. And this one is a 67 day harvest. All right. So that's going to be awesome. I cannot wait. I'm just using up the last bit of carrots that we just harvested. So those are pretty much almost, I think I've just finished them. I just made a soup, and yeah. So now we're done with the carrots. No more carrots. So this will be good. And I'm going to continue to succession sow the carrots so that way we can have carrots, you know, all year round. I might just add carrots into the garden beds. I don't know. We'll see. All right, so here we go. Sprinkle these carrots. And it looks like I'm doing a really heavy, but I'm not. It's going to be just fine. You know, before I used to get so worried. Now the only thing that I'm worried about are the voles. We've been having some vole problems. I feel like we might have been, you know, I don't think we eradicated them, but I think that our dogs and our cat has been, let's put some kaleidoscope, these rainbow carrots over here, have been doing a good job with deterring them. You guys, we have 5 dogs now. Can you believe that? 5 dogs. That is so crazy to me. I mean, I tell people that, I was like, I know it's crazy, but it doesn't feel like we have 5 dogs. I mean, right now, I guess we don't have 5 dogs. We have 1 dog and 4 puppies, really. Because Val and Mira, they're still puppies. They're not even a year old yet, but they're huge. I mean, Val's still a little girl, but Mira's a huge dog. All right, so there you have it. Let me just rake these, a little bit of dirt over the top of these carrot seeds. And then water them in. And then that's it. So yeah, there's so many different methods. I've seen people put boards over their carrot seeds to make sure they don't get dislodged, but I don't do that. I don't do any of that stuff. I don't make any extra work for myself. It's already a lot of work to pull out weeds and to take care of this whole entire place. I don't need to make more work for myself and get a piece of wood and put on there. No, it's okay. All right, so there you have it. We are all done planting our beets, our carrots, and our turnips. So I cannot wait to give you a garden tour, farm vlog, all that stuff, showing you what's happening, what we've been up to, what we've been doing. I think at the end of this video, I'm going to put a little clip of my birthday party so you can get a little idea of how crazy. It wasn't really crazy, but it was so much fun. We had a toga party, you guys. I've never had a toga party. So John and I have been to one toga party, and we had so much fun. So I thought that would be so fun to have my 50th birthday party as a toga party. So thank you for watching. Take care, be safe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.
So they don't recognize me. You see, I'm likely to fall out of my seat. Sideways and chicken pops on the hot beat. All damn week I've been working my butt off. Tonight I'm drinking until I get cut off. The bartender was thick and she was wearing some cut-offs. Security was pissed, my club won't take their cuts off. About to jump off, attention is itch. We get dirty looks from these old drunk chicks. I asked the bartender for one more beer. She said no, so I threw my bottle at the mirror. Said, whoa, I done kicked out of lots of places in this, and I gotta find myself a new place that won't be missed. They put my picture on the wall and put my name right on that list.